Hello, and welcome to the ARCS workshop on how to write body paragraphs. The purpose of this workshop is to go over the four main components of a body paragraph and give some tips on how to write these components. The components of a body paragraph are topic sentences, evidence, analysis, and finally concluding sentences or a connection to your thesis statement. Our first component is topic sentences, and these are the first sentence of your body paragraph and serve as a mini thesis for what this paragraph will be going over. This clues your reader in to what component of your thesis statement this paragraph will be discussing or how the two go together. So how this elaborates on the argument or claim that you're going to be making in your thesis statement. It directly signals to your reader what you'll be explaining or talking about. After reading your thesis, the topic sentences of your body paragraph give your reader a structure because they know what's to come. So they know what the direction of the paragraph will be and how it forms into the overall claim that you want to make in your paper. Up next, we have our evidence. And this can be a quotation, a paraphrase, a summary of a secondary source. Your evidence will typically be where you provide your quotations. The first part of introducing your evidence is providing the context of the quote. Who says it, when or where, what is happening in the text when they say it. This lets your reader know the background or any necessary context of the quote and gets them up to speed for exactly how that fits into what you're doing with it and where it comes from. After you set your context up, you'll have a signal phrase. And a signal phrase is something that lets your reader know that you're transitioning into your quotation or your evidence in general. Our example here is according to Casey Zapata. So that according to is letting my reader know who said this quote. And I can also present any other context here. Like if I want to include the article, I could say, according to Casey Zapata in her article, cats are great. She says, cats are amazing and deserve the world. So signal phrases provide additional context as well as transitioning. And then you'll have your quotation. The quote should be relevant to the point that you are trying to make. The purpose of the quote is to give a specific example from the work used to provide evidence for your topic sentence and to support your thesis. So this is further elaborating on our topic sentence by providing evidence for whatever claim that topic sentence alludes to that we'll be making in this paragraph. And evidence can be a range of things. It might be a quotation from a secondary source. It might be a statistic you've found. You might be paraphrasing. It depends on the paper you're writing and what your intention is with the argument or claim you'll be making for exactly what you'll be looking for. Quotations will be the most common, but this type of information and in providing signal phrases and context fits with a wide range of different types of evidence that you may be using. Here's some examples of signal phrases. We might say, blank acknowledges that, and then we can go into our quote. This work implies that, insert quotation here, Jane Doe illustrates that blank. Jane Doe comments that. All of these can be used in different ways, and they each hold different connotations. So make sure you choose the right word for how you want to get the point of your evidence across. Up next, we have analysis. After using the quote, it's important to break down your information that you've presented into the most important parts. By breaking down the quote, you're able to expand on its meaning, adding your own voice to it, and contributing to the ongoing conversation of the topic at hand. And so in analysis, you're explaining and interpreting your quote and tying it back to its significance to your topic in your paper. So if your evidence is somebody else's words, analysis is your own words on this piece of evidence you've pulled on your quotation to explain why it's important and how it relates to the claim that you're making in this paragraph. You're breaking it down for your reader so that way they can see how these different ideas connect together. A good rule of thumb to follow for analysis is for every one line of quote, so if I have one line of quotation in my paper, I want to have 2 lines of analysis. You want to double the amount of outside source in your paper with your own words. That way you can ensure you're fully breaking down your quotation or your evidence, and you're keeping that balance of words in your paper swinging in your favor. That way you don't have to worry about your paragraphs being overloaded by quotations. Because as your reader, we want to know what you think about this. We want to understand the claim that you'll be making. So it's important to have a balance of your own words present in these paragraphs. Finally, we have concluding sentences. This is the last sentence of your body paragraph that ties all of the writing, your evidence, analysis, and explanation back to your thesis. Without a concluding sentence, your paragraph will seem to have no main point, appear to stop short, or even seem as if it's wandering on and on. So the purpose of this concluding sentence is to kind of sum up the evidence that you've presented. At this point, you've presented possibly multiple quotations, your own analysis to tie those quotations back to the meaning of the paragraph, to outline why they're significant to your point. So this concluding sentence is important because it puts into context how this pertains to your overall claim or argument that you make in your thesis statement. That way your reader can see how these ideas connect together. They can understand in your words how this supports your overall point. And it's important to do this because if not, your reader might not directly see that connection. They might not totally understand how all of your points go together. So it's important that you tie that up for your reader so they can see exactly what your intended point is and how you're making it. And as stated here, this can help to alleviate that feeling of a paragraph being incomplete. It gives you the chance to sum up, wrap up in your own words so you can tie that paragraph up in a nice little bow and have that be the end of the paragraph. If you would like some more information on body paragraphs or to find an outline, you can check out our body paragraphs study sheet links here for more information and for that outline. Thank you for watching.